Well, hello, everyone. I'm Caleb Hoover, and I'm excited to talk about the 5 things that keep you from making online video content. And trust me, I make a ton of my own content, and I've experienced every single one of these obstacles that we're going to be talking about today. Now, I would love to get this chat warmed up. If you are watching either on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, if you are tuning in, just go ahead and put in the comment section where you're watching from. I love seeing that. Love seeing where you're watching from, or if you're tuning in afterwards, put that in the comment section and just let me know where you're watching from. Now, whether you're worried about about video, whether you're worried about it having to be perfect, or maybe you need like a Hollywood camera crew to get started, you're definitely not alone. A lot of people are experiencing these things. But here's the good news. You don't have to be, Steven Spielberg to make videos that help your business grow. So today we're going to break down those obstacles. I've really found like five obstacles that people face when it comes to video content. I'm going to give you some simple real world solutions so that you can start using online video right away. Now, I did toss in the link. I think it went there. I did toss in the link, um, a guide for overcoming video creation obstacles. So each one of the obstacles that we're going to be talking about today, I've put a guide together, and it's really cool because it kind of walks you through these steps. It gives you, the solutions, and then also it kind of gives you like some challenge videos, some challenges to kind of put these things into practice, and then also some fill in the blank templates that will help you guide you through each obstacle that we talk about today. So go download that. I put it in the comment section or the chat. After this is done, I'm going to toss it in the description, so it'll be there as well. Now, the Video Lab is based in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Right now, I'm currently in the Video Lab studio, but let me know in the comments where you're watching from. And also, it's Monday. So what are you excited for this week? What do you have going on this week that you're excited for? Let me know in the comment in the chat section there. Okay, this might be you. Like, just kind of picture yourself here a little bit. And if I keep peeking over here, I'm monitoring everything over here. So I'm just making sure that things are running smoothly. But this might be you. Can you picture yourself in this situation? Online video is the way to go when it comes to creating awareness for your business, maybe for marketing purposes, maybe building trust for your business, maybe just answering questions. That is it. That's the way to go. I mean, going into 2025, that's the way to go. Now I want you to think about this for a second. Let me bring up, hold on. Let me bring up this real quick. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Now that video is the way to go. What is holding you back from creating video content right now? What is holding you back from creating video content? Now, I'm talking about simple videos, not like Super Bowl commercials. Now, when it'll help you grow your business, brand, or influence, let me know in the comments or in the chat what's holding you back from creating online video content. Now, I'm going to be throwing this term around quite a bit, and that is, video content. So what do I mean by video content? Well, there's a few different things that I mean. And the very first thing is kind of short form style videos, like under 60 seconds, like the educational and informational style video, specifically under 60 seconds for social media. So things like Instagram Reels, TikTok, Facebook Reels, that type of thing. But I'm also talking about educational or informational style, above 5 minutes. So this is like more long form video content, but this specifically would go on something like YouTube. So longer form content for YouTube. And then another another type of video content that I'm talking about is educational or informational style, maybe live streams, something like what I'm doing here, you know, or maybe it's like a video podcast or something like that. So that type of video content. I'm not talking about viral style videos. Like think Mr. Beast. When I say viral style videos, think Mr. Beast. Like something that is, scripted, shot and edited specifically to go viral. Like that's not the type of video content that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about TV commercials. I'm not talking about connected TV, like commercials for, if you are advertising on Hulu or on maybe YouTube TV, something like that. This is not like that type of video content. This is not TV commercials. And you know what? The great thing too, the about what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about, there's no dancing required, right? Like you don't have to get in and start doing these dances for you to have effective video content. So I'm talking more educational, informational style video that will help grow your business. Okay, this one is I'm just going to toss this out there. Sometimes, you might be a solopreneur or you might have a very small business and let's say we're just going to get this out of the way right away. This is a bonus obstacle. This isn't even part of the 5 that I have, but we know that this is an obstacle and that is budget, right? So I understand. I mean, the easiest solution would just have me come in, the video lab come in and just make all your video content. But I understand that you don't have $10,000. You don't have 20K. You don't have 30K for professional video production. But at this point in time, going into 2025, let me put it this way, really, you have zero excuse for not having some type of video content to post online because let me tell you something, right in your pocket, your phone is one of the best tools for video content creation. Your phone and the technology that is in your phone, that's right in your pocket, is one of the best tools for content creation. So let's just get that off to the side. I know that budget is an obstacle for a lot of people, but really when it comes down to it, there's zero excuse because you have your phone and you can use your phone as a very powerful content creation machine. All right, now that we have the budget issue out of the way, there are, some other obstacles that you may face, as we get going here and as I list those off, you will see yourself at some point. You will see yourself. I guarantee you that you will see yourself in one of these obstacles, one of these pain points, that's preventing you from hitting record and posting that video, even though you know that it will help you in the long run. So these are all based on conversations that I've had on a regular basis. These are all things that I have experienced. And I'm going to get to those obstacles here just in a sec. I'm Caleb, and I'm the founder of the Video Lab. And like I said before, I make a lot of my own content, video content. I have my business, the Video Lab, and it's fully educational. It's fully video production. It's a studio. I'm in the studio right now. So here's kind of in a nutshell, the elevator version is like, I will make videos for you or empower you to make them for yourself, whether that's with your phone or if you have another camera. So that's the Video Lab in a nutshell. I do have my own YouTube channel, and with that YouTube channel, I've been able to work with brands from around the world and travel around the world to different places and make content for that channel with some of those brands. And so I just talk about the different cameras that I use and I kind of run through settings and all that on those cameras. And so that channel has provided a lot of opportunity, honestly, has provided a lot of opportunity for me and my family. And I feel like if I can make a lot of this video content, create another revenue stream for my YouTube channel, but then also just provide those opportunities to work with brands and travel, I feel like if I can do that, you can do that as well. So that's the whole realm of the Video Lab. I want to empower you to help you make your own videos. So that is a nutshell version of who I am and what the Video Lab is. So who is this video that right here, right now, who is this for? Well, this live stream, this webinar, whatever you want to call it, is for anyone who thinks video content is important to growing their business, brand, or their influence. Maybe a personal brand. Maybe you are a real estate agent and you know that video is the way to grow your business, your personal brand. It's for you. Maybe you're a fitness coach. Maybe you are a mortgage loan officer. Maybe you are a business coach. Whoever you are, if you're making your own video content, if you think video content is important to growing your business, this live stream is definitely for you. Now, I just want to give a reminder that I have that free download, the Guide to Overcoming Video Creation Obstacles. That is in the chat right now. So you can check that out. Go download it. It's free for you. And it just gives you kind of a template and some challenges to kind of work through, some self-reflection questions to kind of work through. And that guide is there for you to download. The great thing about this is, like, I'm not asking you to join this live stream. I'm not asking you to give me your email address or anything like that. I just want to provide this, what I feel like is great content for you. And then you can go take it a step further and go download this guide for overcoming video creation obstacles. All right. Well, let's get into those obstacles. I've got 5 obstacles, like I've said, that I've had plenty of conversations about and I've experienced myself as I create video content, but also others that I've talked with who are trying to make their own video content. These are some of the things that they're encountering as well. So the very first obstacle that I see that we face is perfectionism. Now, I have definitions of what these are in the context of what we're talking about video content creation. And so the definition that I have for perfectionism in this context is perfectionism means you're always trying to make everything perfect. So you never feel like your video is good enough to show anyone. This can stop you from even starting because you're worried that it's not just right. This is one of the things that I struggled with at the beginning of my YouTube channel, especially in the realm that I'm in, is, the camera realm, the camera niche. There's a lot of amazing cinematographers. There's a lot of amazing people making just stellar content with their cameras, cinematic, just beautiful stuff. I felt like I needed my content to be perfect. Like, because I was seeing some of this content being put out there, I felt like mine needed to be perfect. But what happened was, like, I would start putting off making videos because I felt like my video wasn't necessarily perfect like some of the other videos that I was seeing out there. But really what I needed to do was just kind of focus on incrementally getting better, like improving one skill, maybe improving my lighting, maybe improving the mic that I have. And so it was like little things that I needed to work on to get better rather than just focusing on being perfect right out of the gate. Here's some common questions that we get. Hopefully this isn't too small on your screen. It is kind of small, isn't it? Wow. I didn't realize I made that so small. But some commonly asked questions like, how do I know when my video is good enough to post, or should I wait until it's perfect? Well, my answer to that is no, you should. My coach, John T. Meyer, shout out to John T. Meyer. He says that, 80% done is better than 100% perfect. So if you have your video like 80% done, it's good to go. Get it out there, post it, see what happens. Will a less than perfect, number 2, will a less than perfect video hurt my brand image or make me look unprofessional? Okay, so let me go back. Like I said, with my YouTube channel, I get to work with some brands, and one of the times we went out to California, and we actually did this TikTok workshop. It was with Panasonic Lumix, and we did this TikTok workshop, and it blew my mind because the Lumix TikTok channel is getting millions of views, just blowing up, millions of views, and you know what they start every pretty much every video with. Like, okay, we're using these cameras that are incredible cameras. Like these cameras shoot 6K video. Like I'm kind of nerding out just a little bit because they're incredible specced out cameras. But you know what they start each video with on TikTok? They start with a cell phone shot. And you know why? Is because it's relatable. People are used to seeing that type of content. And so if you start with like a glorious cinematic shot, people aren't necessarily going to relate to that on a regular basis. Maybe it depends on like the niche or the the industry that you're in, but people are relating more to a less than perfect video. So just let that sink in. They're getting millions of views. They have amazing cameras, but they start pretty much every TikTok video with a cell phone shot. So, how can I stop obsessing over small details like lighting, sound, and editing? That's where I feel like you need to incrementally get better with each video that you make. What should I prioritize when making video quality or consistency? What should I prioritize when making a video? Quality or consistency? Consistency over quality. I would say get your message out there, get your story out there, get your product out there, get your service out there as much as possible on a regular basis so that people know that you are showing up on a regular basis. How many videos do I need to make before I start seeing improvement or results in my marketing? Now, I always tell people when they're creating video content, I always tell people plan on making 50 to 100 videos before you start feeling comfortable. Now, that seems like a lot, right? That's a year and a half out. If you're just doing one video a week, that's a long ways out. But with each one of those, you're going to learn something new. You're going to learn how to better light yourself. You're going to learn to be more comfortable in front of the camera. You're going to learn, what the best audio for your type of content is going to be. So 50 to 100 videos, that is when you're going to start seeing, that's when you're going to start feeling comfortable. And that's when you're going to start seeing improvements in your content, but also results in your marketing, because it goes back to that consistency piece, right? You're showing up over and over and over, and people start seeing you and they know who you are. Don't worry about it being perfect. So here's the overcomer mindset for perfectionism when it comes to this, when it comes to video content creation. Your audience doesn't expect perfection. They want authenticity. And we'll get into that just a little bit more, but authenticity. So the goal is to make 50 to 100 videos and improve as you go. Consistency, remember that key word. Consistency is going to boost your confidence, improve your skills, and really it's going to build your audience. Let me check over here real quick. So authenticity over perfection. 50 to 100 videos. It seems like a lot, but you can do it. I really believe that you can. All right. The second obstacle that a lot of times we face when it comes to creating video content is just the lack of strategy. Maybe we feel like we don't have a good strategy going into our video content. So the definition that I have for this in this context of video content. So a lack of video strategy means you don't have a clear plan for what kind of videos to make or how they will help your business. It's like trying to build a house without a blueprint. You're not sure where to start or what to focus on. So sometimes a lack of strategy kind of gets us and is an obstacle that we need to overcome. Here's some commonly asked questions that I get. And again, it's so small. I didn't realize it was going to be so small. Sorry about that. So, how do I come up with consistent ideas for video content that align with my business goals? Two, what kind of video should I prioritize? Educational, promotional, or storytelling? Three, how do I ensure my video content reaches the right audience and drives engagement? Four, and I hear this, how often should I post video content to stay relevant without overwhelming my audience? Five, how can I measure the effectiveness of my video strategy and what's working? Should I focus more on short form content like Instagram Reels or longer videos like YouTube? How do I balance producing content for multiple platforms without burning out? And those are questions that I hear on a regular basis. And here's the thing when it comes to video strategy. I'm not going through each one of these and answering them because really when it comes down to, and I'm just going to give you the easiest video strategy that I'm just going to give it away. Are you ready? If you have a business, a product, a service, whatever those are, here's your video content. Make videos about, like, what is it? What is your business? Each video should be, what is it? What's your product? Your service? How does it work? Explain how it works. What do I have to do? How do I get that service? How do I find your business? Like, those are the three questions to answer with your video content. You can take it a step further and do this: answer frequently asked questions. This is the easiest video strategy that you're going to get. Just answer frequently asked questions that you get on a regular basis. That's going to provide your viewers, it's going to provide your viewers with answers before they even realize they have those questions. It's going to build trust because they know that they can get those answers from you and you're not gatekeeping a lot of the information. So FAQs, answer those FAQs. Do you have a website that has frequently asked questions? Just go make a video for each one of those. Educate about your service or your product. And as you do that, you can kind of change your strategy as you go a little bit. But, the easiest way to do it is maybe just start with some short form content, maybe just under 60 seconds, answer these questions. And then if you're starting to feel more comfortable with that short form content, maybe venture out and try a longer video. Maybe make a 5-minute video about one of these frequently asked questions. So what is it? How does it work? How do I get it? There's your video content strategy right there. So the overcomer mindset for having a lack of strategy. The simplest strategy is solving your customers' problems through video. They might not even realize they have those problems, but you can solve them before they even realize they have it with a video. Answer every frequently asked question in a video. Highlight your products and services. Remember, what is your product? How does it work? And how do I get it? That's what I want to know. And this is crazy to think because this kind of like almost takes you out of the equation. We're going to get to this in just a little bit, but this almost takes you out of the equation because people just want that information. They want to be educated. It doesn't matter who's giving that information. They just want that information. Highlight your products and services. And this is great too. Gather testimonials from happy clients. Easy way to get video content. Just collect testimonials from your clients, or customers, whether, they record it themselves or you bring them into the shop and just record real quick with your phone, just a testimonial that one of your happy customers has. So the overcomer mindset for the lack of strategy. FAQs. What is it? How does it work? And how do I get it? If you're looking for strategy, that is the simplest strategy. And then obviously there's other solutions. Now with the Video Lab, I do offer video content coaching. And so this is something that if maybe you're part of an in-house marketing team, this is something where I will come in and I will work with your team on creating this strategy, either in the simplest form or kind of broadening it out a little bit and really diving into actually creating that content start to finish. And a lot of this can happen again just with your phone. So the Video Lab does offer video content coaching and goes through a lot of these strategy situations. All right, the third obstacle that I find we face a lot as we're trying to create video content is imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome was huge for me again when I was starting to create YouTube videos because the area that I was in was like it was just people had been in the industry for so long with these cameras. They knew them in and out and they were creating beautiful images that I felt like I wasn't necessarily that I couldn't match, or like I'm not good enough to put some of these videos out. So the definition for imposter syndrome in the context of creating video content. Imposter syndrome is when you feel like you don't know enough or aren't good enough to make videos, especially because you think others are better or smarter than you. It makes you doubt yourself and your abilities. Here's some commonly asked questions that I get when it comes to imposter syndrome. And so small on the screen. Why would people want to listen to me when there are so many experts in my field? Maybe you're feeling that. Number two, what if I don't have a big audience? Will anyone care about my videos? Three, how do I position myself as an authority in my niche when I'm still learning? Maybe you're not a full expert yet, but the great thing about video content is you can like document your journey in learning, whatever that product is or service is. Number four, how do I build confidence to show up on camera, especially if I'm camera shy? Remember that consistency, 50 to 100 videos, that builds confidence. Five, how do I share my personal story in my videos? Or will that make me seem less professional? You know what I found is like a lot of times when you are sharing personal experiences in your videos, people relate to that, right? And I'm going to get to that here in just a sec. Number six, how do I overcome the fear of being criticized or judged for my video content? That's a real fear. Seven, what if I don't have the experience or knowledge that others in my industry seem to have? And that's one of the things that I was facing. And, going back to that learning thing, like as what I found, like when I was making videos about these cameras for my YouTube channel, about these Panasonic cameras, I actually found like I learned more about the cameras as I was teaching it. So like I became better with these cameras. I was in these cameras more like in between professional projects. I was in these cameras so much more that I started becoming like the master in these cameras that I use. So here's the overcomer mindset for imposter syndrome. Understand that your unique experience, personality, and approach bring value. This is key right here. Your unfair advantage. Your unfair advantage. Your story, your knowledge, your vibe, whatever that is, will resonate with the right audience. Build your community based on your authenticity. So here's the thing when it comes to imposter syndrome. Really, you just need to be you. Like that's an oversimplification that you might be like, oh, that's so dumb. But in reality, be you. Focus on relatability, authenticity. Focus on the value that either your business or service or product brings, the value that it brings. And then what is your unfair advantage? And when I say unfair advantage, kind of how it is defined is kind of like what sets you apart. Is it your education? What sets you apart? Is it your background? Is it your maybe maybe it's been something difficult that you're facing in your life. What is your unfair advantage that you can teach others, that through those experiences you can teach? Someone is going to, I guarantee you this, ready? Someone is going to relate to your story, your service, or your product. And that is who you want your viewer to be. Because when you start making these videos and you start using your unfair advantage, your story, your knowledge, your vibe, whatever it is, that is going to attract the right audience. And let me be very clear about this. It's better to have 100 of the right viewers than 10,000 of the wrong viewers. You've probably heard this before, but you want to have the right viewers. You want to have a community around your video content, and the the audience is going to find you. Like, the right audience is going to find you if you're consistent, and if you are always showing up for your audience. The audience will find you, and it will be the right audience. It won't be a bunch of random, like, that's the thing with a lot of viral video, is like a lot of times it's not building the right audience. Like, it's great to have videos go viral, right? That can happen, and it probably will happen if you're consistent over the over the long run. You'll probably have a video go viral. But that consistency, your unfair advantage, that will your audience will find you, and you'll start making videos for the right person. Like, let's say you're sitting here talking to one person. That's who you want your viewer to be. So just be you. You're unique. You have a personality, and you bring a ton of value. So whatever that is, have that show up in your video. And again, with the video lab, this is stuff that I will help you work through. So, part of the video lab is an online community that has a place for a wall, and also we're going to have some virtual lunch and learns, things like that. But it's a place to kind of develop your video skills. Now, if you are interested in learning more about the online community and kind of how that can help in your video content creation, you can just go and visit the videolab.community, and it'll take you right to that page. But we go through a lot of these things when we talk about online video content. All right. So maybe this is where you find yourself. This is obstacle number 4. Maybe you just have a lack of gear or skills, or maybe you think you have a lack of gear or skills. This is kind of how I define it. A lack of gear or skills means you think you need expensive cameras, lights, or special video knowledge to create videos. You may feel like you don't have the right tools or know how to make good videos. Here's some commonly asked questions that I get in regards to just wondering if if you need to have more gear or production skills. Number 1, do I need expensive cameras and equipment to produce videos that look professional? I've already said that. No, you don't. Now, if you have the budget, I can come in and make those videos for you, but you yourself, you don't need to have that. Number 2, can I really create high quality content just using my smartphone? Yes, we've already addressed that. 3, how do I learn basic editing skills without hiring a professional editor? I have a solution for that. Just wait. Number 4, what's the minimum equipment I need to start shooting videos for my business? Again, just your phone. Number 5, how do I improve video quality when I'm just starting out with no technical knowledge? I will get to that. Number 6, how can I make sure my videos have good lighting and sound without breaking the bank? Well, you could stay in the front of a window. This is crazy because some of the most successful videos out there right now are just um like shot in shot in somebody's car, right? it's, it's crazy to me because some of the most popular videos is just somebody talking in their car, and it's a great quiet spot, and it's a great lighting spot. Now, I was going to bring this up in just a little bit, but this is a good spot to talk about that. A lot of people are shooting them in their cars, which is, I don't know if I would feel comfortable doing that, but a lot of people are, and they're very successful videos. Number 7, is it worth investing in gear if I'm not sure video marketing will pay off for my business? I mean, here's where you go, is you just start with what you have, right? Yes, you can do some, like, are there other things that will help? Are there other pieces of gear that will help? Absolutely. I mean, a tripod, right? That's going to help. That's going to keep your camera steady, and it's going to keep it level, and you don't have to worry about holding it. Good mic solution might be better. When it comes down to it, like a lot of times the audio piece is more important than the actual video quality piece. The audio quality piece is more important than the video quality piece. And um yes, you can do mics, you can get mics, but there's also like some other tools that you can use to kind of improve your audio of your video. And if you are interested in that, I would love to start a conversation. I have all of those tools that I can lay out. Now, lights, I mean, like I said, you can stand in front of a window and be really well lit, and you don't need to purchase these big lights like I'm using right here. So when it comes down to editing, CapCut on your phone is a fantastic program for editing. If you just need to trims, a lot of times it's just a matter of trimming the beginning and the end. So you take out that little piece where you're clicking the record button, like take that out and go to straight to where you start talking. CapCut, you can do that very easily, or you can just do that in your phone. You can just trim it. Now, I do have some iPhone video workshops that I'll get into in just a sec, but the overcomer mindset for lack of gear and skills. With today's technology, you can create professional quality videos just using your phone. But here is something that you might want to look into. You could join the Video Labs iPhone Video Skills Workshop and learn how to make videos from start to finish. Or if you are part of like an in-house marketing team, I offer, like I said before, that video coaching, and I will come alongside your team and actually help you create that video content start to finish so that you are developing this skill. Now, these video coaching sessions and everything, there's either a VIP day, and I will put the links in the description. There's VIP day or there's ongoing video coaching. And these are very effective to really help you create video content. Yes, strategy, but also just that content creation and really get that down. It's really a skill that people need to have going into 2025. And I can provide that for you. Also, I have the iPhone Video Skills Workshop, and I'm currently working on a course that should be coming out in 2025. So at a lower price point, a course where you can just go on your own and learn how to make video start to finish with your iPhone if you're a business owner and don't spend a lot of time in that world. I also have a 3-hour workshop, which I want to provide on a monthly basis, just a 3-hour workshop where we work start to finish, putting together a video. But then also coming in the future is a 4-week boot camp. So an iPhone skills boot camp, 4 weeks, that is intensive. So there's more challenges and there's more accountability with that 4-week boot camp. And I want you to check those out. I'm going to drop the link in the description after we're done so that you can check out those different opportunities to really learn the gear piece of it, right? Really learn your phone, but then also the skills to create that video content. So watch for those links. They'll be in there. All right. The fifth obstacle that I see a lot of people facing is just there's no place to shoot. So here's kind of how I've defined it for this context of content creation. There's no place to shoot means you don't have a good spot to film your videos, like a quiet room or professional looking space. You might feel like your surroundings aren't good enough for making videos. Maybe you see yourself there. Maybe you just don't have a good spot to shoot. Here's some commonly asked questions that I get quite a bit. How do I find a quiet, professional looking place to record videos when I work from home? I don't know your situation. Maybe you have some kiddos at home or something like that. Here's one of the things I recommend for that. If you are wanting to make video content at home, but it's kind of a noisy place sometimes, if you have like a home office, if you're working from home, you probably have a home office. Record your videos in the morning before everybody wakes up. Like get up early, shoot your videos before everybody gets up, because by the time the end of the day comes, we're so tired. We just want to shut it down, maybe turn on some Netflix and fall asleep. And so I highly recommend, like, if you are working from home, shooting from home, making video content from home, shoot in the morning before everybody gets up. You're like jazzed, ready. You have your cup of coffee or tea, whatever. And then you just dive in to making video content before everybody gets up, when you're not tired, you're refreshed. So, number two, what's the best way to make a home office or workspace look good on camera? I can help you. I can help you create a home studio if that's something you're interested in. Number three, should I invest in a backdrop or create a dedicated filming space for my videos? That makes it a lot easier. Yes, if you are able to do that, that makes it a lot easier. Can I create professional looking videos if I don't have access to a studio? Well, I'm here to tell you that you do have access to a studio, and that's the Video Lab Studio. Can I shoot videos outside, or look, I'm professional for my brand? I mean, it really depends on what your brand is. If you're a real estate agent, you might want to shoot them in, different neighborhoods, right? Or if you are, if you're a mortgage loan officer, you might want to shoot those in different homes, not just a office setting. So you might want to vary up the location every once in a while. 6, should I rent a studio for video shoots? Is there a more affordable or is there a more affordable alternative? Now, here's the thing about the Video Lab Studio. I have all of the gear right here. Like, we can set up a shot like this for you, and you can record as much video content as you can within like 60 minutes. Let's say you rent it for 60 minutes and you just come in, record as much stuff as you want. You take the files with you. Let's say you want to edit them yourself. You take those files with you. You can go edit those yourself. Or maybe you have a remote editor somewhere. You can send those files, or I will send those files to your remote editor, and they will put those videos together for you. Or obviously, I offer editing services, at a little bit as an additional, add-on for coming in and recording in the studio. But I do have those services. The Video Lab Studio, if you go to thevideolab.studio, and then there will be a page that says for production teams or content creators. Click on the content creator piece, and I have different packages. You can record a talking head like this, just one camera, a microphone, lights, and record some educational content like this. Or I have a podcast set for up to 4 people, and we can set up a living room set or a set around a table, not this table, but a different table where we can set up 4 mics, 2 mics, however many people you have on for your podcast. We can do an in-person video podcast. That's 3 cameras with excellent lighting as well. The third set that I can set up is a product set in studio here. So you have a talking head camera like this, but then you have a top down camera that looks down at the table, and you kind of go through your product and talk about your product here in studio with excellent video quality, excellent lighting, and excellent audio quality. I really want to lower the barrier of video content creation with the Video Lab Studio. And it's open. It's open for you to book a space. Actually, do this first. Book a little tour of the Video Lab Studio. Go to thevideolab.studio, and there'll be a button at the top. That's for a discovery call, or you can do book a tour towards the bottom of the page. It's just a 15-minute tour. Come walk through, take a look at the studio, and see how envision your video content being shot here in the studio, looking like something like this. And we can create different sets for you. But the Video Lab Studio is an opportunity for you to create a bunch, like batch shoot, and create a bunch of video content for you to take with you. So you don't have to worry about having a home studio. And by the time you spend money on all these lights and cameras and microphones, you're going to have to store all that stuff. You're going to have to set it up, tear it down every time. But here you come in, shoot it, and it's ready to go. So the overcomer mindset for the obstacle of no place to shoot. You don't need a fancy studio, just a dedicated space. It could be, like I talked about a little bit ago, a lot of people are shooting right in their cars. It's excellent excellent lighting, it's quiet, the audio is going to be good. That's a dedicated space where you can create some of your video content. And I hate to say it, but that's very successful video content that people are getting out just shooting in the front seat of their car. Or you can use the Video Lab Studio where you can, like it's an affordable, it's a professional environment. It's going to be a space where we have all the equipment that you need to shoot your videos, and you can take the files to edit or let us handle the editing for you. So the overcomer mindset is, you know what? I have a place to shoot. I'm going to go do it right now. So book a little tour, 15-minute tour of the Video Lab Studio and see how it might look for you. All right, here's the little recap. 5 obstacles recap. These are the obstacles that we face when we are creating video content. Perfectionism. All right, well, just start now. Improve over time. Don't worry about it being perfect. Start now, improve over time. Lack of strategy. Just go and solve problems with a video. Whatever your customer, whatever problems they're having, provide that solution with a video. Number 3 is imposter syndrome. Just know that your story matters. Your education matters. Your expertise matters. That audience will find you. 4, maybe it's a lack of gear or skills that you have when it comes to creating video content. Just remember, you can use your phone. And if you want to learn more about it, you can join one of the Video Lab workshops, iPhone Skills Workshop. And from start to finish, you'll be able to create videos on a regular basis. Then number 5, maybe you don't have a place to shoot. Come book the Video Lab Studio, and it'll be a great experience for you, and you're going to get some great video content. So those are the 5 obstacles that I face, that I have faced in the past, still face in some areas. But it also, based on these conversations that I have with people, these are obstacles that people are facing on a regular basis. Maybe the Video Lab is your solution. Again, I offer video coaching for individuals and marketing teams. I provide iPhone video skills workshops, and I will have an iPhone video skills course coming out, but then also a 4-week boot camp for more challenges and accountability when it comes to creating video content. So the repetitions are huge. So if you can get those repetitions and just create the videos on a regular basis, you're just going to get better and better over time with that consistency. But then maybe the studio rental is something that you need for content creation to make your video content. I make it very easy here in the studio for you to make that video content. So the Video Lab, in a nutshell, we make videos for you or empower you to make videos for yourself. I do offer professional video production as well. If that's something that you would need to overcome some of these obstacles, is just hand it off. If you have the budget, hand it off, and the Video Lab will create those videos for you. Now, don't forget that I have that free download for you. It's the Guide to Overcoming Video Creation Obstacles. And again, what that is, it's a way for you to kind of work through all of these obstacles. So it has some self-reflection questions in there. It's got some video challenges in there, and it has some fill-in-the-blank templates to kind of guide you through each one of these obstacles that we talked about. Perfectionism, lack of strategy, imposter syndrome, lack of skills or gear that you may find yourself facing, or maybe it's a lack of a place to shoot your videos. This worksheet is going to help you kind of work through all of those different obstacles and kind of just give you a guide on maybe that's the little boost that you need to start making video content that's going to grow your business, grow your brand, or grow your influence in 2025. Thanks so much for being here for my live stream, crushing video content in 2025 and overcoming these obstacles. If you have any questions, you can always let me know down in the comment section. Again, I'm going to put all of the links that I talked about in this video. I'm going to put them all in the description or in the comments so that you can go back and visit those if you need to. Download the video obstacles guide. Make sure you go download that. It's a fantastic piece that has a lot of information in there, and it'll help you go through all of those things. I will catch you later, and hopefully I will have some more of these live streams and kind of webinar style live streams just to kind of talk through the process of making video creation or making videos and helping you grow with video content. Thanks so much for being here.